everybody, welcome to another Q&A from Sweetheart. Here we are for you.
We're super excited.
How do you deal with toxic people in your life? What if these people are close friends? Relationships are a two-way street. You have to remember that you have to protect your energy first, and if somebody is making you compromise your energy, then you have to do what you have to do to protect yourself.
What about food? I'm in a binge restrict cycle and it's dominating my life. So from personal experience, I dealt with this for many years. I was both anorexic and bulimic, and this was mostly as a teenager. It took me going to therapy twice a week. It took me going to rehab. So I would say if you feel like you are dealing with something with beyond your control, to get help.
How do you guys deal with negative thoughts or criticism about you? So many people can say whatever they want. I mean, especially on the internet these days. I mean, like, it takes nothing for a person to be like, ew, or like, that's gross. And like, that's just an extension of their negative emotion that's now being put onto you, and now you're absorbing that feeling. Like, you have to keep a barrier in between what people say to you and how you feel about yourself.
How do you pick yourself up after a heartbreak? You have to let yourself sit in the heartbreak. You can't just be like, great, on to the next. Like, let yourself sit in it, let yourself stew in it. Let yourself have that downtime and that mourning time to then come back into a happier place.
What are some tips or tricks to remind yourself to only speak with love? Breathing. You just take that second and just be like, the earth is spinning, it's going around the sun. Everybody has the same amount of hours in a day. There's only so much I can do. I just need to take a second to organize my thoughts and then come back to it.
How do you deal with feeling unhappy? I think the biggest feeling about feeling unhappy is you can kind of get into a self-pity mode of like, why me? Why isn't everything perfect in my life? And the reality is, like, everybody's feeling unhappy through the course of a day, a week, a month, a year. We all go through cycles of up and down, and if we further judge ourselves for going through that process, it's gonna be even tougher.
Any advice for starting a YouTube weight loss channel? I want to help inspire people. If you have an amazing story, share your story with people. I think the best way to start a YouTube story is just by literally vlogging. Like, set aside 5 minutes for yourself in a day, put a camera in front of your face, get comfortable talking in front of the camera. Planning is good, and also practicing is good. And you also don't have to release content until you feel comfortable enough to do it.
How do you prioritize your goals list?
Yeah.
Your priorities one day, your goals one day are going to be different the next day.
Yeah.
So say you write a list and then the next day you realize this actually needs to be shifted a little bit. Just getting comfortable with pivoting in the moment and knowing that, hey, whatever you needed yesterday might be different today.
How do you keep motivated to continue to work out? Looking at working out as a task and something that you have to do, like homework, is one of the reasons why people don't work out. So I think finding a workout that suits you best. There are so many different types of workouts out there, and slowly but surely integrating it into your schedule.
How do you get through rough times? You have to treat yourself like you're a child and you're your own parent. Like, we all need a little extra love and care. You know, kind of just be a little bit more directive and recognize, okay, I'm having a harder time, so what do I need? And just let yourself have whatever you need.
Tori, do you do tarot readings in the challenge house? Well, let me just tell you, my tarot cards got taken away when I was in the challenge house, and also my Ouija board did.
She brought a Ouija board though, like, what?
Because everybody was dead to me. It was the only way I could communicate with them.
How do I develop self-control and patience? I'm not really good at this. Do you have any answers?
Nope, not too good at it either.